Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews where today we're going to be checking out a track by an act named Simon Hirst titled No Turning Back. And if we switch over to here we have the song on Spotify with 3,500 plays. It's good to hear that it's getting a bit of attention, good to see that. We're going to be listening through this track from start to finish. We're going to hear what we think. Let's go. What do we have? Oh, okay. You know, some guitars as well, and some vocal melodies in the center. Getting used to the sound of his voice, that's good. No intro chord. Lovely falsetto there. Okay, we've got some filtered drums as well. There's so much that's happened in such a short space of time. I have a lot of respect for that. You know, we're not keeping the listener waiting. We're getting to the point, and we're trying to make the ride as comfortable and as interesting as we can. Back to that vocal theme at the start. Cool. Great tone to the kicks and snares there, actually. Sensational. Okay, we've got the backing vocals coming in here, I suppose. Great. Great, I'm liking the fact they're in unison like that. It makes it sound so much bigger when you've got a chorus with these additional vocal layers here. Guy's clearly a skilled vocalist, communicating really, really well. Of course, you want to listen through the song to hear what the track is about in its entirety. It's too easy to take the name of the song as verbatim about all the context there is, you know. There's more to it than just the name, so that's cool. They love their eighth note grooves, don't they? They're really keeping that strong, keeping that consistency there in the rhythm section. You've got occasional 16ths, but like if you keep that driving force going, it keeps the listener engaged and it helps to kind of move yourself along toward, through a song. And you don't really want to put too many barriers against the listening experience and the continuation of that. Especially when it's like 3 minutes or something like that for the song. That bass tone is nice and smooth, isn't it? Sitting really nicely in the mix there. Rolling with the rude notes of the harmony. Okay, bridge interlude section. Oh, okay, we'll go for that major tonality there. I wasn't expecting that. No turning back. Okay. He's going to beat it in the end. Oh, a little bit of a solo section on that guitar. That's cool. This is definitely one of those singles. Oh, the bass is doing something different there. There's change throughout this track. We're not just taking for granted that it's enough to just copy and paste each of these sections. Going up in the range on that bass guitar there, and it was a smart move because it signaled that there was a change occurring, even if we're that close to the end, and it keeps people interested. You know, whilst you've got that continuation with the rhythm parts with the I think those maybe bar chords or octave chords or something like that. And he's repeating those vocal melodies just to keep the catchiness of the hook in there. And the crowd will sing along. Okay, I'm just going to listen through the first verse of this track just because I was kind of taken aback by all the different elements we had so quickly. It was kind of overwhelming. That's a good thing. You know, like sometimes people will introduce things slowly, but when you've got musicians who really know what they're doing, like Simon Hirst, they'll just put this, and then you're at that verse and you're like, how did we get here so quickly? It isn't overwhelming. That isn't a negative. There's just a lot to appreciate. So I'll be right back. So I think that this song is about overcoming obstacles, facing your challenges head on, no turning back, no turning back. I enjoy that. I think that's a song that a lot of people will be able to appreciate. It's motivational, it's inspiring, to not let anything stand in your way of your successes. And there's a sense of authenticity with the performance as well. He sounds like the kind of person who has had to overcome obstacles. And it sounds like he's trying to show people that it's possible for them to do the same. I think that that's a great thing to write a song about. This isn't the first song that Simon Hirst has written or released. You can see this tracks dating back all the way from like 2017, which, doesn't seem like that it was that long ago, but it was actually 5 years ago now, which is kind of wild, But yeah, we've clearly got someone. Oh no, there's 2015 Shining in Silver. So we've been going for about 6 or 7 years now. So congratulations on that. Not everyone gets to release more than a single or two. A lot of people become discouraged, but I think true to testament of what this track is about, No Turning Back, we have ourselves a person who, has continued, especially with the whole stuff happening in the world of COVID and how it's affected musicians. And this is why at the end of each of these reviews, I say, please support your local musicians and artists at this point in time as they need the help more than ever, because they do with all this stuff. And Simon Hirst has managed to continue going and has written music like this, which is thoroughly sensational. I've got a lot of love for it. I didn't talk a lot about the musicality of it within this review. I have to appreciate the subtle complexity to this song. We have that typical verse, structure verse. I don't know if I think we had a bridge at some point. We definitely had an interlude. We had those hook lines which catch as hell, and we had those instrumental parts and some filtered bits where there was some automation going on with the high pass or low pass, I think it was. There was a little solo section in there, very very sort of chilled out melody on top of that, just to bring you and transition you into that outro chorus. And it was a classy act. I think this is one of those songs where, at face value, it's a catchy pop track, right? An acoustic, rocky pop track. But then if you peel apart the layers and dissect them and separate them, you see that there's been some serious contemplation going on. How sort of some of the guitar parts behave with the others. You have these bass chords with the octaves on tops, and you have these jangly arpeggios or whatever on top. And the way that the bass and the drums came together to support that was phenomenal. And I think, again, Simon Hirst's vocals with the backing ones as well in the chorus is sensational. The guy's got clear vocal technique, really knows his range. The occasional falsetto was an absolute charm to listen to. This is a musician and a singer, more, who you need to watch because they're going to do great things, and I hope they continue to do so. I suppose to comment on the production, the recording and mixing and mastering as well. It was thoroughly professional. It's clear that whoever was responsible for that knew what they were doing. I was very impressed with what they've put out. I got a lot of love for it and a lot of respect for it. And I hope that the studio or whoever was responsible for the production of this is proud of themselves too, because this is the level that you need to be at in order to be able to release, distribute, and have a career as a musician nowadays. You need to be putting out material like this to this standard, both in terms of its production as well as the music itself. You can't really have one without the other nowadays. It's just too competitive. I'm not saying that you have to necessarily try to compete against another people, but when you're looking at a track like this, which is 3 minutes 12, it's written in a way that's meant to be sort of accessible for most people. There's not a whole lot of affronting kind of aggression to it or anything like that. It's meant to be an accessible track that's clearly meant to have, part of it is meant to appeal to people who are either current fans of Simon Hirst or new ones, and they've managed to nail it, so well done. But effectively, this is my review of Simon Hirst's No Turning Back. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show Simon Hirst some love via the various social medias and the Spotify. Stay cool and stay safe, and please also remember, as I mentioned before, to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. Catch you in the next review. Spider hands up.